Centuries before central heating, thermostats, or even widespread stoves, ordinary people faced winters that could kill. Snowdrifts blocked doorways, icy winds slipped through cracks, and damp nights made survival a daily struggle. Yet, across Europe, the Middle East, and even East Asia, people developed a surprisingly simple but extraordinarily effective solution: the clay pot heater. These were not experiments or decorative curiosities. They were practical, low-cost, high-efficiency heating systems that could turn a tiny flame into hours of steady warmth, often enough to heat an entire room without constant attention. Today, we're going to explore how this ancient method worked, why it was so effective, and how modern survivalists, homesteaders, and off-grid builders can recreate it with nothing more than basic materials. Before we dive in, if you love practical historical techniques, forgotten survival strategies, and ways to live smarter with minimal resources, make sure to like this video, share it with friends who appreciate hands-on ingenuity, comment with your own experiences or questions, and hit that subscribe button for more insights from Warfront Survival. Your support keeps us uncovering the survival wisdom that history forgot. The genius of the clay pot heater lay in one principle: thermal mass. Clay absorbs and holds heat far longer than air or metal, allowing a small heat source to generate warmth long after the flame has died down. A single tea light candle, a small oil lamp, or a few pieces of charcoal could be transformed from an intense, fleeting flame into several hours of gentle, even heat. This wasn't just efficiency, it was survival. In harsh winters, every bit of warmth mattered, and the clay pot heater provided it without wasting fuel. The basic setup was deceptively simple. A medium-sized clay pot would be placed over a small heat source, often slightly elevated on a trivet or a metal stand. The heat from the candle or charcoal warmed the air trapped inside the pot, while the thick clay walls absorbed that energy. Slowly, steadily, the heat radiated outward into the room. This process created a stable, gentle warmth that could match or even surpass modern portable heaters in small spaces. The brilliance of the system was its ability to convert short bursts of heat into prolonged, manageable warmth without requiring constant attention. Historical accounts show that medieval homes using clay pot heaters could maintain comfortable temperatures throughout the night, with only a single candle or a handful of embers. Those who understood the method more deeply took it further. Layering pots was a common enhancement. A smaller inner pot would hold the flame, while a larger outer pot absorbed the heat. The space between them, often filled with sand or ash, acted as an insulating buffer, stabilizing the temperature and allowing the clay to store even more energy. Some designs included small holes in the sides or top to regulate airflow, allowing the flame to burn more steadily and increase efficiency. Others used metal rods or plates to safely suspend the inner pot, ensuring maximum heat transfer while protecting the structure. The result was a self-contained, low-maintenance heating system that could operate for hours without intervention. What made the clay pot heater truly versatile was its combination of radiant and convective heat. Unlike open fires that concentrate warmth in one spot or stoves that heat unevenly, the clay pot gently radiated warmth to nearby objects and created a subtle circulation of air in the room. Walls, floors and furniture absorbed the heat and released it gradually, helping maintain a consistent temperature. Even a single heater tucked in a corner could influence the entire space, making it ideal for drafty cold rooms where open flames were impractical or unsafe. Historical records demonstrate that this method was widespread. From the workshops of medieval Europe to communal gathering halls in the Middle East and winter quarters in East Asia, people relied on clay pot heaters wherever low-cost, reliable warmth was needed. The beauty of the system was that it adapted to the fuel at hand. Candles, charcoal, animal fat, small embers from wood, almost anything could be used efficiently. Remarkably, even minimal fuel produced a steady, usable heat output. You don't need to excavate medieval pots to try this today. Any thick, fire-resistant clay or terracotta pot will work. For a small room, a 6 to 10-inch pot is ideal. Place a small heat source on a trivet or heat-safe stand, cover it with the pot, and allow the clay to absorb and radiate the warmth. For layered versions, sand or fine gravel between nested pots stabilizes the temperature and protects the inner pot. Safety is crucial. Ensure ventilation when burning charcoal or animal fat, and never leave a flame unattended. The clay pot heater is a perfect example of how ancient knowledge can solve modern problems. By applying the principles of thermal mass radiation, gentle convection, and efficient fuel use, you can create a portable, low-cost and reliable heating system. For off-grid cabins, survival shelters or workshops, it provides quiet, steady warmth without consuming large amounts of fuel or producing excessive smoke. Ancient builders weren't improvising. They were mastering the fundamental physics of heat, lessons every survivalist should understand. In the end, the clay pot heater proves that sometimes the simplest solutions are the most effective. Small flames, wisely amplified and radiated, can produce remarkable results. If you want more forgotten survival techniques, practical historical fieldcraft, and methods you can apply today, make sure to subscribe to Warfront Survival. Share this video with anyone who values hands-on ingenuity and comment with your own experiences. The past has a lot to teach, and with knowledge like this, you'll never be left cold again.